Hey guys, welcome to week 11. So this week enrollment for spring 2025 is going to be opening. It opens Monday, October 28th. So last week we looked at some advisement stuff. So this week we're going to be looking at enrollment. If you did not complete this spring 2025 enrollment form in week 10, I need you to complete that. And remember, when you click this and you open it, it looks like this. So this is the form that I need you to complete. This will give me all the information that I need to be able to best advise you. Okay, let's go back. So while I'm getting back there, there is not going to be any type of assignment for this week, discussion board, quiz. We just want to focus on getting you guys enrolled into spring classes. If for some reason you're not going to be here at Carl Albert in the spring, you can just ignore this information, or you can shoot me an email and just say, hey, I will not be enrolling in Carl Albert classes in the spring. And then best wishes to you and whatever you're doing. Those of you that will be here in the spring, please continue to watch the rest of this video so I can show you how to get registered for classes. So if you completed this form and received the spring enrollment next steps email from me, then you are ready to register. So if you've received that email, that means I have looked at your form, I have planned your classes out for spring, and I have cleared you to register. If you haven't seen that email just yet, you can email me and say, hey, checking in on my enrollment status, or just wait and I'll be sending that out shortly. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to your My Carl Albert self-service. So you'll go to our Carl Albert website, click on My Carl Albert, log in, and you are going to click on Student Planning. Go to Plan and Schedule. Okay, so just a heads up, this is mine from whenever I was a student here, so some things are going to look just a touch different just because I'm not currently enrolled at Carl Albert. But your screen will look like this. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to clear your notifications. So like right here, it says I'm not eligible for registration because I'm not admitted, right? Because I'm not a student. Anyways, you are possibly going to get a bunch of different of these red notifications. So we need to clear that before we can do anything. To clear your notifications, you're going to come and click on user options. And we're just going to go down this list and confirm things. So if there's anything on here that says confirm, then you need to click confirm and confirm those things. And then just continue to go down this list. So emergency information, confirm that. View and add proxy access. If there's something to confirm here, confirm it here. If you need to add another user, add another user. Required documents. If you have a notification here, then you need to confirm or take care of that. And then required agreements. So here's, it says like if it's incomplete, right? So here you'll need to click view and then you'll need to accept this agreement so that it goes away. I'm going to click cancel for now just because I don't want to mess anything up in my account, but you will click accept. Okay, so once everything has been cleared, now you can actually move on to getting registered. I'm going to go back to the home page, go back to student planning. Okay, so from your form that you filled out and based on your degree plan, I have planned out classes for you. You will see those classes here in this column. What you need to do then is you need to go in and you need to select a section. So you're gonna choose view other sections, and these are gonna pop down. Now, these will be highlighted, I believe, like in a different color, possibly, because right now I have it on fall 2024. When I go to my spring, there's nothing there because I'm taking this video. It's Friday, October 25th, right? The schedule and all this isn't open until October 28th on Monday. So that's why I'm in fall, just so you know. You will be in spring, and when you click that, it'll be options there. Anyways, so you're going to click view other sections. Here's what's really important that you need to pay attention to. You need to make sure that on the location, let me see if I can find one. No. You need to make sure that on the location it says web online, right? If there is one that has like the time, this Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 to 10:50, that means it's going to be an on-campus class. If you want a fully online class, you need to make sure right here, I'm pointing like you can see, right here on location that it says online. Second thing that you need to note on the dates, right? If it is going to be a full 16-week course, it is going to be dates from January all the way until May. If the dates are shortened, right, that means it's an 8-week class. We've got first 8 weeks, middle 8 week, and last 8-week classes. So really pay attention to those dates, because if you do not want an 8-week class, you need to make sure this is a full semester class. Or if you do want an 8-week class, then that is where you're going to check on the dates there. So once you click, say, yes, I want this class, right? You shouldn't get any error messages here, but if you do, don't worry about it. I've probably already taken care of it. You're going to click add section. Okay. Once it's added, there will be a blue register box like right here. Just ignore that for now. Just go through, right? Choose which class you want, add the section. Then what's going to happen, that red thing usually doesn't pop up. Oh, I know what I did. Don't worry about that. That's not going to happen to you. Once you're great, you're good, you want to enroll in all these classes, this for you is going to say register now. And if it's going to be blue and say register now, you'll click that. And then let me show you what your screen will look like. So I'm going to go to the My Carl Albert guide. You also have access to this, right? So this is what I was talking about. It'll say register. But once you have planned everything out, you can click register now right here. If for some reason this is grayed out, you could have possibly not cleared all of your notifications. So this should be blue and you'll click register now. Okay, and then all your classes will then say registered but not started. And then you'll have the option to drop it. So if for some reason you're like, oh, whoops, you look and you're like, I accidentally did an on-campus one and I want an online, then you can drop it and go through the same process. It's totally okay during the enrollment process, period. So then after you click register now, you might get a box that looks like this. You'll choose what you want to update, and then you'll update it. You might not get this box. This might just be for if after you drop it. I'm not clear on that because I can't do it on mine, right? So, okay. Next thing. Say you decide, actually, I don't want to take this class now, I want to take it later, or maybe it's an elective class and you're like, actually, I would prefer to take a different elective. So what you can do is you can also click on your timeline, and here you'll see every semester that you are planned for. So you can say if you're like, actually, I would rather take, this is on there twice and it shouldn't have been, that's on me. So let's say actually, I don't want to take humanities this semester, I want to take it this semester. Or say there's a class on there that I don't have planned for you, but you want to take it, or you're supposed to take it, then you'll right here you'll search for the class. I'm just gonna do this right now. It's humanities. Right. And I can add course to plan. I'm going to select a term. I'm going to add it. Then I'm going to click back to plan and schedule. Look at my timeline. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I want to take that class there. No, I want to take it here. Right? Whatever. If you change anything in your schedule, if you click and drag or if you add courses, then what I need you to do is go to advising. And right here, it'll say like request a degree check. If you want to compose a note, you can compose a note, save it, whatever, and then I'll see it, right? Maybe you're like, I would prefer to take Humanities 1 instead of art appreciation, right? Put that in there and then send me a degree check. This is what it will look like if you do that. Let me find it. Please excuse my quick scroll. Haha. Okay, so if you do that, this little request review button will be there. The reason why you need to do that, right, is so that whatever you have changed, I need to make sure that it lines up with your degree plan and you didn't accidentally take off a class that you have to have, right? Or maybe you're like, I thought I could use that as an elective. I need to make sure that you can use it as an elective, okay? So that is if you make any changes or edits to your plan. If you are fine with everything that I have planned for you right here and you are good, just register, right? And you're good to go. You're ready to start classes whenever classes start. I would like to show you one thing, right? If after you're like, okay, I've clicked register, and you're like, am I good? If you're not sure, here's how you can verify. Okay, so, right, same thing. You want to do student planning, go to plan and schedule. Right here where it says register now, this says every course should say registered, not started beside it. That is if you've already gone through the whole registration process. Okay. Then there's an option right here where you can print your schedule if you want to print it out. And whenever you go to print it out, it will look like this right here. So you want to make sure they all say registered but not started. If something says planned, that means it's planned for you, but you have not registered for it. So either you need to go back and register for that class, or maybe you decided that you didn't want to take it. And in that case, you need to request a review so that I can double check and make sure everything is good. Okay, so once you've reached that point, you're good to go. You're registered for class, and when classes start, then you can begin classes. One more thing to keep in mind is when you look at your schedule and you verify it, right here on the location and the time, if you are wanting strictly online classes, right here, time and location is where you need to double check to make sure that it is doesn't give you like Ollie Center, Business Center, right? It'll say to be determined, and that means that it's online. There won't be a specific time, right? that should say TBD as well. Okay, I hope I explained everything fairly well. However, if I did not, right here, you have access to that My Carl Albert Student Guide, and it will take you through every single step that I just went over. If you have other questions, you don't like what I planned for you, you decide, actually, I know I said this is what I want my major to be, but I'm might want to change it. Feel free to contact me. You can click this link right here and it takes me to, no, it'll take you to you can book me and you can schedule an appointment with me and we can talk about it in more detail. Okay, so week 11, your goal is to get registered for classes so that in January, when classes start, that you can begin. Another option that I forgot to mention when you're looking at your classes is you can choose possibly an interim, right? And so this is not going to be for every class. This is just for certain classes that January, look at my calendar, January 6th through the 10th is interim week. And typically, those classes are like sometimes your like humanities classes and your hyper classes. So like speech is usually offered as an interim. Like personal health and wellness, those types of classes. And that's if, first off, if you have time, it's not online, it's only in person. And you have to come to the campus and it's that Monday through Friday, 8 to 3 or 8 to 4 or something like that. The instructor will have a better schedule. But like if you're wanting to cram in one class in 1 week, and you're able to be here on campus, get off work, all those things, that is another option as well. I know most of you, if not all, prefer only online classes because you live farther off or you've got full-time jobs and families, but I just wanted to mention that as an option. Okay, looking at my list, making sure I went over everything. Again, if you need anything, contact me. If you are having trouble watching the steps in the video and going through the guide, just give me a call and I can help you out. Okay? So I hope you guys have an awesome week and I look forward to hearing from you this week if you need help, and I will see you next time.